Hi everyone, I'm Helen and welcome to our little hobby nook. So I thought I would do a November plans video today. So I don't normally do the plans videos because I'm one of those that I will sit there and I will pick a load of pages throughout my books, especially my project books that I've chosen to try and get as many as I can done in those project books throughout the year. But I'm not really one of those that plans a page and go, yep, that's definitely what I want to colour. However, there are some that I do really want to colour, and the season's right for those pages. I know what I mean. But yeah, although I pick those pages, I might not necessarily colour them because when it comes to it, I might not be in the mood. But I do like to go through all my books and then pick pages for the time of year and go, yep, that would be nice to colour. I want to colour that, I want to colour that, I want to colour that. But then obviously, like I say, I've then got those pages flagged, but I might not necessarily colour it because I might not be in the mood. So I look through the books that I have flagged and then go, yep, that's the one that I want to colour. So we've only got 2 more months left, so November, December, and I want to get as many of my untouched books as I can, like at least one page done in them. So this month I have actually picked probably way more than I can ever pull off doing. But like I say, the options are there. So I'm going to start with my project books that I've picked. So I've picked 8 books for the year. One of them has been shoved aside because that was one that me and Shane do together. And he hasn't really been colouring because he's been busy. So although that was a project booked, it was our project booked. So I've got the other 7, and I have gone through and picked a couple of pages that I would like to get done. So I'll do those first. So first up is Bordeaux. If you've been following along with me for a while, you'll know that I've been colouring in this almost every month. And following along with Lavella's Colouring and Colourful Diary 2018's hashtag over on Instagram, where they pick a page each month and we colour it in. And this month's page is this really cute unicorn. I've seen so many versions of this coloured and they're all absolutely gorgeous, but I can't get those ideas out of my head. So what I want to do with this, I can't think of an idea at the minute. However, it will be done. I say will because I want to get this one done this month. So that is that one. And then I have got lots tagged here, but these are all the ones that I want to do for in the winter section. So ignore those. So the other ones that I have potentially flagged is this one. If I can, I definitely want to get this one done this month, because it's the last of the starting pages of each of the seasons throughout the book. So I've done spring, summer and winter, and this is obviously the autumn one, so I want to make sure I get this one done. I have also flagged these 2 pages. This is so cute. I believe it's a Dachshund. I know it's not pronounced that. It's what, Dachshund or something. It does sound right. Yeah. So it's a Dachshund. That's how I pronounce it. Or sausage dog, whatever you want to call it. I do have a colour palette in mind for this, so that'll be nice and quick and easy. And the colours I can transfer over to this page, which again I would love to do. Not too sure what these are. They could be ferrets, they could be stouts, they could be a weasel. I'm not sure. What I will colour them as, who knows, we shall see. Whatever I do, this will probably be the colours that transfer over, but this one I do definitely want to do. Whether I do both of them, different kettle of fish. The other one, I would love to do these hedgehogs, or as me and my mum call them, we call them helicopters. Don't ask. When I was little, I couldn't say hedgehogs apparently, and I used to call them helicopters. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to say helicopters over hedgehogs, but apparently I did. So it's a little running thing that me and my mum call them. So, but yeah, I've got a colour palette in mind for this one. It's so cute. I love it. I love hedgehogs. They're so cute. So that one I would love to do. And I didn't really take any other ones. So yeah, obviously, like I say, I won't get through to all of these, but if the pages are there picked out, then I haven't got to sit there and flick through my books and go, oh yeah, that's what I want to do. Next up, we have The Land Under the Microscope. And I have had this one tagged for forever. So this one would be fun for me to do. And also I would love to get to this double page spread. I love this picture. This is probably one of my favourites out of this entire book. Again, I have a nice colour palette in mind. I have a feeling that my colour palette is going to be exactly the same for all the pages I do this month. Very autumnal. Lots of oranges, browns and reds. So we shall see. So that's what I've chosen in that one. We have World of Flowers by Johanna Basford. Although this is my project book for the year, I might not actually do one in this book. I might skip and do the one in the new Wildflower book, which we will be getting Thursday, is supposed to be here. So I might swap it out and do that one instead. However, I have chosen the title page to do. It's just a simple little illustration, and the little falling leaves I thought would be perfect for, again, an autumnal palette. There is also a hashtag out there for colour in your nameplate, so that would be fun to do. And there's also a hashtag to colour a Johanna Basford page in autumn colours, so again, that would work for that one. I've also tagged, if I'm in the mood for it, this one. This page would be, again, really pretty in autumnal colours, so that is another option that I've also chosen. Then we have A Magical Dawn by Hannah Carlson, and I picked this one with the owl and her tattoos. I am a tattoo girl. I don't have very many on my arms apart from this one, but I do have tattoos elsewhere. So yeah, I would love to do this one. Don't know how I'm going to tackle making it look like a tattoo on skin. I might have to see if there's a tutorial somewhere to make it look a little bit more realistic, but I would love to do this page. I think she is absolutely stunning. I love how Hannah draws her owls, and yeah, I think this would again look really pretty in some autumnal colours. And I also picked this one, which again I think would look really pretty in some autumnal colours. I love these like different mushrooms to what she usually draws. I love her birds. So yeah, again, that one would be a fun one. And if not, I can always do this one in winter, which is probably what I'll end up picking in December or even January, February as well. So that's Magical Dawn. Then Luna, I think I picked a couple in this one as well. Yep, I did. So I chose this one. I love this page. I'm not too sure what colours I want to go. As much as I'm saying to myself I want to do autumnal colours, I might do something a little different. I have an idea in mind. Whether I can pull it off is a different kettle of fish, but we shall see. But I do have an idea for that one. And then the other one I picked was this one. I think this one is absolutely gorgeous. Again, this one would definitely look really pretty in autumnal colours. I can see some purples and that in there as well, like some greyed lavenders or something. Very muted palette, I think, for that one. Or even this one, I think I like this one as well. Again, would look really cute as an autumnal palette or very magical palette maybe. So I've picked those. And then we have Fairy Tales and Folklore. I haven't given this book as much love as it should have this year, so I would like to try and get at least a page done in here this month for definite, but we shall see. I have to be in the mood really to colour on this paper because I do struggle. But I picked this one, the Frog Prince page, because Geordie over at Geordie Colours, her fairy tale for the month is the Frog Prince. So I thought that would be perfect to do for this month. And then I also picked, I think I picked another one. Yeah, I did. I also picked this one. Again, another owl and some mushrooms. So again, I thought that one could maybe be fun to do. So that was Fairy Tales and Folklore. And then my last project book of the year is Fragile World, and it is the Otter page. Again, I've had this one tagged for months, not got round to it. I keep digressing and doing a different page in here. So I would like to get this one done, and I think it would look really pretty with like an autumn sunset in the background and maybe some of that reflecting off into the water. I'm not too sure yet. I have again a couple of ideas, a couple of palettes in mind, but yeah, we shall see. So those were my project books that I had planned. So I'm just going to quickly pause you and move all these books off my side, because otherwise they're just going to all fall on the floor, and I'll be back in a jiffy. Okay, so next up is a bunch of untouched books. Like I said, there is a big stack here, and I won't be able to get to all of them. I average between 11 and 14 pages a month. We have got a couple of weekends away this month, so we shall see. Let's get started though. So first of all, we have Blossomia by Annie Reyes, and if you saw my completed pages video, you'll know I just recently got this. A lovely follower sent this to us as a gift to just say that we deserve something nice, and yeah, I do really thank that person very much. And the one that I wanted to do was this really cute raccoon inside this little wooden log with the mushrooms and these flowers. Again, I've got a rough idea on how I want to colour it. I'm just not sure what mediums I want to use because the paper is quite thin. I have got alcohol markers, but as I've been telling people, I don't like them. The ones I have, they're cheap, they're horrible, and I really struggle to colour over the top with pencils for shading. So it kind of puts me off. So it probably will be an all pencil page, maybe watercolour. There is a page at the back, a blank page, so I can sit there and mess about and see what water will do to the page, whether it warps really badly, whether it bleeds through. Nothing matters because it is single-sided, and just to see how they perform. So I can do that. I have also tagged this one, which I thought would be perfect for the November tea party, the Alice in Wonderland theme that's going on by a few YouTubers and illustrators, even Instagrammers, sorry my words, to this month. So I thought that would be cute with the little rabbit in there. So that's in Blossomia. Then I have Wild Summer. So I got this for my birthday in August, and I still haven't had a chance to colour in it. I wanted to do a page in the summer, obviously being Wild Summer, however I didn't get around to it. Then I wanted to do the otters page that's in here with the planets and things for Space Timber, again didn't get around to it. So I want to try and get a page done in here before the end of the month. So I've picked this one, the Weeping Willow on the Rhino. And I think this one would actually be a perfect autumnal page because she's got a little blanket on, sitting in her little chair. And I did look up an inspiration picture, like some inspiration pictures. And although Weeping Willow is green, there is a golden Weeping Willow. So I can get away with doing, I mean, you can get away with doing it any colours you like, obviously. It's your colouring, you can make it fancy or anything, and I've done that before. However, I think this would look absolutely stunning in oranges and yellows. Just not sure what colour to do the actual rhino. Maybe some pale browns. Maybe French grey, maybe. French grey might be a good one to go for in the Prismacolor set. Or warm greys from the polychromers. But yeah, I picked that one. And if I don't get to that one, I also picked this one of the little, I'm assuming is a little mouse, little field mouse maybe, laying inside a little flower. And I'd only recently realised that this here, oh hang on, I've just pressed something on my computer, hopefully that didn't just come up on screen. So I've got these, I noticed that there's these hands here holding the flower, and I'd only just realised that that's what that was, because I was sitting there thinking, what is that? And then I noticed the fingernails. Oh, okay, it's a hand obviously doing this. So yes, I thought that would be really pretty to do. Again, in some autumnal colours, I think that would look really pretty, and all the rays of light coming through. So that was what I picked in Wild Summer. And then I've got Minuet de Bonheur, and this one is The Kingdom of Curious Creatures, and I picked this one, the poppy field and the church in the background, and I would love to get this done for Remembrance Day. My granddad fought in the war. I was very close to my granddad, very, very close. He was more like my father to me. My father left when I was a little girl, so I didn't have a dad growing up. It was always just my mum. My grandparents basically raised me, because obviously my mum had to work. And yeah, I was very close to my granddad, and like I say, he was in the Royal British Legion, and he fought in the war. And so I wanted to do this page basically for him, and for every other person that fought for our countries. So yeah, that's the one I want to do. I can feel I'm going to be really emotional when I colour this, because I'm going to have all these things going through my head. I already do just talking about this page, but I would love to get this one done. I really want to do it justice. Looking at it really intimidates me, but I know once I get started I'll be alright, as long as I don't start bawling my eyes out. So that's what I picked for in here. And then in Flora by Maria Trollet, again I picked another poppy page that I could do if I don't feel inspired to do the other one. So I have this one instead. And I also picked a couple of other pages that I would love to do. So I'd love to do either of these two. And also I would love to do either of these two. I mean, this one is absolutely stunning. But either of these two I wouldn't mind tackling this month. Then we have another mythographic, and we have Fairy Wonderland. And I picked, again, another swan page, poppy page, sorry, with the swans. And if you're aware that the swan is the royals' bird, I know what I mean. So this one is perfect for Remembrance Day, in my opinion. I think that would look absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what I'm going to do, because I think this is supposed to be water, isn't it? I don't know whether I want to actually colour that as water, or I kind of have an idea to actually make it look like an old wartime picture. Yeah, I've got an idea in my head, so maybe I will do this one, but we shall see. Like I said, I have to be in the mood. Whatever I'm in the mood for will be which one I do. And then we have A Fantasy Forest by Fabiana Attanasio. I think this is Erica from Elm Colours focus book for the month as well, but I can't remember if this is the one or whether it was Fairy Wonderland. I have a few in here picked. This book is absolutely stunning. I mean, they all are, but this one, I love this one. So we have these wolves. They were made from the leaves and the mushrooms. I think that would look very magical. What else have I tagged? This one. I think this is super cute. And then, what else we got? Oh yeah, this one. I love this page. I think it's absolutely stunning. And we also have this one. I think this one would look absolutely gorgeous. Again, I probably wouldn't do autumnal colours for this one. I think this one would look in like a magical palette. So yeah, so there's that one. Also, I think my lights are a little bit bright, aren't they? Let me see if I can turn that down a smidge. How's that? Is that a bit better? I don't know if that's better or worse. So that's Fantasy Forest. Then we have Rooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford. This is an old book. I haven't coloured in it yet. And I have chosen this one, the wallpaper page, or even this one. I don't mind either or. It depends on what mood I'm in. If I just want a bit of mindless colouring, I don't mind wallpaper pages. Once I've picked my colours, I'm away with the fairies. And then this one would be fun to do as well. So that's in Rooms of Wonder. We also have Worlds of Wonder by Johanna Basford, and I have this one with the trees and the houses. I think that one would look really nice, especially with like autumn leaves on the trees. And what else did I tag? Oh yeah, and the owl atop the house. I love this page. I've seen so many versions of this, and again, I don't know how I'd want to colour it. So yeah, that might be a bit of a struggle for me to think of an idea, because once you've got that like vision of what you've seen someone else done, you sit there and think, well, how can I make it look just as good? So yeah, I do struggle sometimes when I do that, so I kind of have to wait for that picture to sort of pass from my head to then get my own inspiration. I know that sounds silly, but that's how my silly mind works. I always think I'm not good enough. So that's Worlds of Wonder. And then we have another Johanna Basford book, Magical Jungle. Again, I've had this one forever and I still haven't got around to colouring in it. And oh, I haven't picked anything in this one. Okay. I would like to get a page done in here. Well, I'm not going to pick one, I don't think. Maybe just pick it up and feel inspired at the time, I think. I love every single page in here, so it's not a case of, well, no, I don't want to colour that one. Yeah, I don't know. I might just do one for like a palette cleanser. Maybe something simple. I don't know. But yeah, this book, I love it. Absolutely love it. Look how cute that little hippo is. He's so cute. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't got to this book. Yeah, it's just, it's gorgeous. See any of these pages, really? They are very summery. But there's no reason why you couldn't turn a page into more of an autumnal palette. So yeah, I'm going to pop that aside. I might not get to that one this month. Might do something next month instead. But if I do, then there is that one. And then we have Mythic World by Kirby Rosannes. Again, I haven't picked anything in this one. Yeah, I love this book as well. It intimidates me. I've got a few ideas tucked in here and there. Yeah, the options there. I do like this one, although I don't think it's very autumnal really. It's quite dark. This would have been great for Halloween. Just didn't get time. That one would probably look quite pretty as a autumnal palette. I mean, it doesn't even need to be autumnal, but that's the mood that I'm in at the minute. Everything's orange. Oranges and yellows. This one would look stunning actually. I could probably do this one. I might actually tag that so I don't lose the page. I'll put that in there. So yeah, maybe that one. I do love this book though. Maybe that one. Maybe. This book feels a lot smoother than his other books, so I'm not sure how it's going to take to water mediums, because I do like to use water mediums in his books. So yeah, I've got that one tagged, so we shall see. So that's Mythic World. Then we have Circle of Life. Again, I don't know why I haven't got round to this one. I tag a page practically every month and just never really get to it. I love her artwork, but I have tagged both of these pages. Either of them would look absolutely gorgeous. I'm leaning more towards the squirrels. However, I do really love the acorn, so we shall see. So maybe one of those two. Then we have Phantomorphia. I destashed a lot of the Morphia books. I love Mythomorphia. That is my absolute favourite. But Geomorphia, no, Imagimorphia and Animorphia, two of my least favourites. So I did destash those. But I did keep this one. But a lot of these pictures are also in the anniversary edition we have. So yeah, I haven't, although I have got rid of a lot of the Morphia pictures, they are in there. So, but I would love to do this one. I think this one would look absolutely gorgeous. Again, in autumnal colours. I've seen someone do this in lots of dark, rich blues. Yeah, I love this page. I love most of the illustrations in this one. It is a very small book, but I mean, this one would be a really good one to do. This one reminds me of Labyrinth, the owl and the cards. This one I wanted to get done in October, but I didn't get a chance. Again, this is absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, I think definitely this one. I would love to get this one done. I would love to do a Kirby page this month. Then we have Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. This book, it's a weird one for me. I absolutely love it. It was her first one that she did. However, I don't feel as drawn to this one as I do her more recent work. I think it's the like the extra line work and that's in this one. It kind of, I don't know. I don't quite know how to colour it. Plus all these like really, really small details. So yeah, every time I go to pick it up, I then put it back again on the shelf. And I'm like, maybe not. However, this month I am determined to colour in a page. And I would love to do this one. So I have picked this. And again, I think this one would look really good in magical colours. Or even an autumnal palette. So yeah, I would love to do this page, and I am determined to get one of these pages done by the end of this year. So that's Daydreams. Then we have this one. I can't remember the name of it. What is it? A Fairy Tale Journey with My Little Forest Friends by Sayuri Kabayashi. If I've just butchered that, I do apologise. And I have tagged this one over here. I think this is so cute. I haven't coloured in any of his books yet, or any of these. The Tokyoko? Yeah, that series. I haven't coloured in any of them yet. I have 4 of the books. So yeah, I would love to get one done in each of these. There is like an Alice in Wonderland themed page in here that I could do for the tea party, but however, I really love this picture with the hedgehog. I love hedgehogs. So yeah, I would like to get that one maybe done. I did only tag that one, yep. And then Wild Mouse Ururia, I also have that one. I love this one. Again, I haven't coloured in it yet, but I have tagged this one. I think that one would look absolutely beautiful. I even like this one. I think this one would look really pretty, especially with watercolours. I don't know how the paper is for watercolours. I know a few people have used watercolours on them and saturate the page and it's worked fine, so I might just dive straight in with that, although I can just maybe use the last page to practice with. It doesn't matter if I sacrifice that. So yeah, so this one. And then the Seasonal Wreaths of Plants and Friends. I do also have the polar bear one, but I've got that in my December pile because there's a lot of wintry pages in there that I would love to do. But in this one, I have picked this page. So I did want to do this one in October. However, I didn't get around to it. So in November, I would love to do this one. But yes, it is absolutely beautiful. I've seen a few people, they've actually added in like a little scene inside. Someone's done like a little river with sorry, not a river, a lake with a duck in it, and oh, it's just stunning. I've not got the skills to do that, so I'll just colour the wreath and be done with it. But yes, that's my choice in that one. Like I said, I won't get to all of these, but if I've got the options, they're there. Then Mystic Animals, and I have chosen the Woodpecker. I love this page. I love birds. And again, I think this one would be very fun to do. I would also like to do this hare page that's in here. If I don't want to do that one, but I feel like I've picked a few pages like this. But yeah, that could be an option. And I also like the, where is it? I think it's before, yeah, this one, the owl with the little mice down here, and the moths again. I think that one would look really pretty for November as well. But that's Mystic Animals. Then we have Meine Reise durch Afrika. I don't speak German, so my pronunciation of that is awful. I do apologise. And I picked these little vignettes. I do like doing these, and I can, although I don't like whips, I don't mind coming in like one a day maybe and doing a little bit at a time and focusing on another page at the same time. That's the only time I'll have a whip. Other than that, I hate whips. I don't like leaving untouched pages, because once I've got an idea, I need to do it. Otherwise, I'll forget about it, even if I write down what my idea was. So yeah, I did have a couple of whips, and I'd left them for a few years. Came back to them and I went, what on earth was I doing? And yeah, they were just a disaster. So yeah, I don't leave whips. But I would also like to do this one. I think this one again would look really pretty in some nice magical autumnal colours, but it'll probably be this one. So that is the Africa Journey book. I think it's Journey or something like that, isn't it? Then I've got the Woodland watercolour colouring book. I've just got some really cheap watercolours. I know I shouldn't have got cheap. Cheap's always is not the best way to go when you want to try something new. However, they aren't too bad, so we shall see. And I want to do this one. It is very, very, very simple. However, simple is what I want to do for my first watercolour. And again, I think this one would look really good in your oranges and yellows and browns, and do maybe like a sunset background. So yeah, we shall see. But this book is absolutely beautiful. She's also got a new one that's just come out, which is on my wish list for Christmas. I'm not allowed to buy any more books, so it is on my wish list. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing around in that one, and I would like to actually do something in there this month. Then we have Witches, Wizards and Magical Spirits, and I have chosen The Wicked Witch of the West. So Wicked is out this month, and me and my daughter are super excited to go and see it. We watched the first part earlier in the year, and obviously the second part is due out for us in the UK this month. So we are dragging Shane to see it. He hates musicals, but we're dragging him to watch it. He watched the first one with us, rolled his eyes the whole way through. So yeah, we're dragging him to see the second part. He loves this really. So yeah, I thought that one would be perfect to do if I can get around to this book. So that's Witches, Wizards and Magical Spirits. So this is by Fabiana Attanasio. Then we have 50 Farmers Miniatures by Camilla Ajkova. And I have tagged this scarecrow page. Absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't seen it, if you follow Erica from Elm Colours, she does some absolutely amazing work in this book. She adds all these fancy details. I think she's pretty close to completing this book. And yeah, it's just absolutely stunning. So if you need inspiration, head over to her page. She's got some fantastic pages done in here. But yeah, I would love to get this one done. I think he would look, or she would look, absolutely gorgeous. So that's 50 Farmers Miniatures. I also have 50 Woodland Miniatures, and probably could have picked any page in this book for this month, but I've chosen the owls reading a little book. I think it is so cute, and this little snail all cozied up and going to sleep. Again, really cute. I don't think I'm going to bother with alcohol markers. I know you can alcohol marker in here, and lots of people just do alcohol marker, but I think I'm going to be that crazy person and use pencil. So that's Woodland Miniatures. Last few books, we have Lulu's House of Wonder. I've only just recently got this, so I haven't had a chance to colour in it yet. And I would love to do a couple of different pages in here. So, that one actually I've picked for December if I don't do one this month. So this will be my December page. But this one I think would be really pretty for November. She's got these mushrooms on her little romper suit, looks like she's got on. But yeah, I think that one would look very pretty in some autumnal colours. I know I could probably save it for February, but I don't want to leave it that long to not colour in this book. It's absolutely stunning. But like I say, if I'm not, I can get around to doing this one in December. I would also like to do, if I don't feel like doing my own colours and thinking about it, I could follow along with, like I say, Erica's colour along. She's done this one. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love what she's done with it. And I will be following along with that to do this page. However, if I can do my own page in my own style, then I will do that. If not, and not having to worry and think about it, I will do that one. I haven't tagged it, so let me tag it. So again, I haven't got to find it. So yeah, if I can think of my own idea and get time, it'll be that one. If not, it will be this one that I can follow from Erica's tutorial. Then we have my autumn walk. Again, I've had this book for God knows how long. I did colour a page in this many years ago, and I completely ruined it, so I got a new copy. So this is an untouched book. Technically it's not untouched because I have already coloured a page. It's in a different book, but like I said, I didn't like it. I felt like I ruined it, so I bought a new copy. And I have chosen just a simple swoosh of leaves. Again, I found a really cool colour palette that I think would look really good on here. I don't know what I want to do with the background. There's a lot of background. I might just leave it and just do the leaves. Maybe just do a sunset. Again, sunsets, sunrise maybe. I seem to be addicted to that at the minute. So yeah, I've picked that one. And then last but not least, oh no, I've got two more, sorry. We have Matchstick Mouse cookbook, colouring book, and we have this one, the mouse eating pizza. Reminds me of my daughter. She absolutely loves pizza, so does Shane. I used to, but yeah, I've gone off pizza. I've gone off junk food, to be fair. I'd rather cook home cooked meals. I don't really do junk food. It upsets my stomach. So yeah, wherever I can cook fresh, lots of vegetables, salads, that's me. But yeah, just reminds me of my daughter, so I thought it'd be pretty fun to do. So that's the cookbook colouring book from Matchstick Mouse, Morgan O'Brien. And then last but not least, I have Little Folk by Christine Karen. I absolutely love her books. I don't mind if I don't get to this book, because the way I look at it, the pages are already coloured. I know they're not. It's just shading. But to me, I could quite easily just flick through this book and enjoy the artwork as it is. It is gorgeous. It don't need any colour. Obviously, colour makes it better. But yeah, I don't mind if I don't get to this. However, I do really enjoy colouring in her books. I got very emotional colouring my very first page in her book back in February, I think it was. No, it wasn't. It was May, because it was the Little Mermaid page that I did in her Wildflower Folk. For some reason, I just got so emotional colouring in it. I don't know what it was. I think it was a combination of the fact that the artwork was so good, the pencils worked really well, and I just had a really good time colouring in it. I know that sounds strange, but yeah, my brain was really weird that day, I think. So yeah, I've got Little Folk, and I've picked a couple of pages that I would love to get done. So this little fairy, I think, would look absolutely gorgeous. And I also picked this one, the Frog Prince. So this one again would work absolutely fabulously for Geordie's colour along this month. So yeah, I do also have Wondrous Folk, but I've picked a wintry page in that one. So that is all of my plans. Like I say, I won't get round to all of them. There is just too many that I've chosen. But the fact that I have chosen those pages, and those are the books that I know I've still got to colour in, they're there. I can then go, I fancy colouring in a rabbit today, and pick a rabbit page, or I fancy colouring a Kirby page, pick a Kirby book. There is a mixed variety of what I have got. Easy, not so easy, detailed, not so detailed. So yeah, a good variety. There are a few definites that I want to make sure I get done. Like I say, I want to make sure I get done the Ball de Poire pages. there are a couple of pages that I want to make sure I get done for Remembrance Day, so a poppy page. I want to make sure I get a good fair few autumnal pages done. But other than that, just have fun. So yeah, that is my plans, and yeah, look forward to seeing you in the completed pages so you can see what I did actually get up to. I do post over on Instagram, if you follow us over on Instagram, so you'll get a sneak peek before I do my video. I still post over there as well as doing my video over here, because not everybody has YouTube. Not many people like to hear people waffle on like I do, and I do waffle a lot. So yeah, hope you have a good colouring month, and I shall see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.